This episode is all about Pez, and it's coming up right now.
Hobby boy, you're on.
I'm sorry. How's everyone doing? My name is Robert Sagati. I'm also known as the Commenting Collector. And as you can see, I love Pez. And I hope everyone is having a great week. I certainly am. I am going to be showing you all my Pez collection, and I hope you enjoy. If you collect Pez or love Pez as much as I do, please put that in the comments. Share your favorite Pez dispensers and any other Pez stories that you may have. I'd love to hear what you have to say. But in the meantime, I'm going to turn around the camera and show you the rest of my Pez collection. So I'm showing you, to start out, from my modest Pez collection, of course, one of the famous Disney princesses, Snow White, popular now that the movie came out. And my first Pez that I bought, I think, or I probably didn't buy it, I probably received it because I was just a little kid back in the 70s. It's hard to remember. I don't have it by any means. I wish I did, but I think it was a Goofy Pez dispenser. So it was I'm pretty sure it was a Disney character. So I thought I'd just start out by showing this newer version of Snow White. Like I said, the movie came out, didn't do very great, but there was, of course, marketing behind it. And as you can see, the Pez candies, strawberry, cherry, lemon. The original Pez that was created in the early 20th century by Austrian candy maker named Edward Haas III. He created the first Pez, and it was peppermint. And of course, an Austrian speaking German, he called it Pfefferminz. And for marketing purposes, they shortened Pfefferminz to Pez, and that's how we know it today as Pez. So this is one of the newer ones that came out. Here's one of my older ones that I still have. This is from a 2001 set, or release, I should say. It is actually a set. I have the three other Fuzzy Friends. I couldn't find them at this point. That's okay. Just wanted to show you one of the representations. It's got fur in there, still in the box. I went on eBay. They're not that valuable, which is okay. Still fun to have, still cool to look at. Kind of like in the vein of Stuffy, which was neat. Of course, you got more pop culture relevant items like Harry Potter. One of the newer ones I've acquired. My kids are big fans of Harry Potter, so we've watched all the movies together. They've read the books. Not much of a reader. I haven't read any of the books, but enjoyed the movie, so I thought this was pretty cool. So these are kind of a different variation. Rather than a box, they're in a bag. And of course, Maggie from The Simpsons. Always love The Simpsons. It's, gosh, years now. How many seasons? 30 or more. There are classic Pez Simpsons characters from the 90s. I'll put one on the screen. There's a giant Maggie that's very rare. And yeah, mine aren't rare at all. But there are Pez, as most of you know, that are highly collectible. And being that it's a baseball or sports oriented channel for the most part, there are actually Pez sports and baseball Pez. I don't have any, but maybe I should start collecting them. It's kind of cool with the team logos. And talk about rarity. I'll show on the screen a Pez dispenser that I would love to have. It's this 1964 baseball, and because it's still it's a baseball glove, and because it's still in the box, this particular one is very rare. And I got this from the Pez website. And Pez, like I said, came out in the early 20th century, 1927 to be exact. And that, of course, I can remember easily because, just think of in terms of 27 Yankees. So that was that time zone where when Pez was first introduced. Here's one that I picked up, Game of Thrones. I really haven't watched any of the episodes. I hear most people say it's a great series, definitely culturally popular. I'd love to hear from you. Put in the comments, you think I should start watching Game of Thrones, but I thought this was cool. It's they call it the Iron Anniversary. So Pez will do this once in a while. They'll put out these collections, sets. So, not familiar with the characters. Like I said, I haven't watched it, but let me know if it's something worth watching. I just think I would enjoy it, though. I kind of like that indie stuff for the most part. Got another collection to show. And speaking of movies that have been recently released, a la Snow White, Minecraft, and unlike Snow White, I hear Minecraft is actually pretty good. It's doing well. Kind of interesting. My kids played Minecraft about, 10 years ago, and then it kind of went away. So it's kind of surprising that the movie came out now. But so far with Jack Black and the other cast, they did a good job. So it's kind of neat to have this. I don't even know what they're called. I never played it, but my kids did. I think one of them's a creeper. List these on the back. Doesn't say. I'm sure a lot of you watching knows the names of these Minecraft characters. I do not, but yeah, pretty cool set like this. Here's something different. Pez clips. And I'm not a Pokemon collector, but I know Pokemon is big in the hobby. If you go to a card show, I swear like 30% of the tables are Pokemon, and they can be, I guess, highly collectible and fun to collect and be very valuable as well. So these Pez clips, I'd never seen these before, so I thought that would be neat to have. By the way, I should mention, a couple years ago, there's a documentary that came out on Netflix called Pez Outlaw. It was great. I'm going to end it by just showing a classic. Again, this is a newer Superman. It's not, not rare or valuable, but I like Marvel, or I like DC. I was going to say Marvel too, but they do have the DC license. Pez does, and of course Superman. So yeah, that's, like I said, my modest collection. I'm really thinking about maybe expanding it, checking out eBay. I mean, the good thing about Pez, you can get some pretty highly collectible Pez items. Even rare kind aren't terribly expensive. I mean, if you spend $100 or so on a card, and you would do the same thing with Pez, you could probably get more bang for the buck. But I guess it all depends on what you like to collect. Personally, I like to diversify my collection a little bit, but so maybe in the future I'm going to add some more vintage Pez, maybe try to recapture some that I had from my childhood. But in the meantime, just wanted to show off my Pez collection. I'd love to hear in the comments if you have any Pez. What are your favorite Pez dispensers? Do you have any Pez stories? If you like this video, appreciate a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, I really appreciate that. So, until next time, I'm the commenting collector saying, good collecting.
Welcome to the wonderful world of Pez collecting. You're hooked now.
No one knew where he came from.
But everybody wanted what he was selling.
Pez, it's like printing money.
Some Pez are quite rare.
And how much is this worth? Between $3,000 and $4,000.
The most I ever paid for Pez was $11,000.
For when?
When?
Back in the 1990s, Pez USA and Pez International operated very independently.
The president decided what came into the U.S. and what didn't.
The collectors wanted what was available in Europe. And so I was like, Dad, let's see what we can get, right from the factory.
He was just some hillbilly from Michigan who got on a plane and then just landed somewhere.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me? This is the stuff people dream of. Being that close to illegal, maybe illegal.
This guy was bringing thousands and thousands of them over. Scott was furious that this was happening, and the job was to stop this.
I was a threat. And that's when I decided to become the Pez Outlaw. Everybody knew who I was. I saw people follow me all the time.
We always had everything on the line. It's either win or lose, live or die.
Hands up or I shoot you. With a genuine Pez shooter.